Hazel had gone into the belly of the beast to find her maw once she reached the river bend, thanks to me. But Hazel's house was covered in red yarn, a sure sign of Molly's child-stealing ways. It looked like she got to Lacey first. Maybe Lacey had crossed paths with Molly. Tales of old Molly stealing children weren't just tales. Years ago, when he was no bigger than a minnow, hugging Molly even snatched Hazel's daddy, Trey. But Bunny got him back somehow. Hazel would have to track down old Molly to bring her maw back. Fortunately, I knew a spot owned by Bunny where she might find some leads. Bunny Flood's the only one that ever messed with her and lived to tell. Became obsessed and paid cash money to anyone who'd tell her about old Molly's whereabouts. Bunny Flood never was known to share. But there could be some clues at her house up ahead.
Wait, you're taking me to Bunny's house? I'm not exactly on her guest list right now. And ain't her house back that way?
Oh, this one's her weekend house. Can't expect rich people to spend Sundays the same place they spend Tuesday. But she don't come much anymore. Scuttlebutt is something bad happened in that house.
You think her house is full of booby traps?
Well, I do hear that in her quest to find Molly, she might have taken some things that weren't entirely hers.
Ooh, she really got you shook.
Darling, listening to my fear is how I got this old.
I hope Bunny isn't there, because that'd be awkward.
So maybe what happened with Trey is related to her other kid, and he's the one that she says that she needs to forgive. Yeah. Maybe I can forgive him. I want to forgive him. That's also like a depressing thing to think about. That like Molly steals unwanted kids. So Trey would have seemed unwanted. So I guess I wondered like what that situation really is, because if Bunny went through all that trouble to get him, then he definitely was wanted by her. So just have to see how it plays out. And now it makes sense why there's all those missing kids posters and the billboard too, because Molly is probably taking them. Ooh, new stuff. 100. 100's not so bad. Cleansing Rend. Hold Y to unleash strands, damaging enemies in a wide area. Bob and Weave. Dodge twice in quick succession. Great for me, because I love spamming dodge. Stigma conversion. Unravel's cooldown acceleration effects is improved. Close the loop. Strand Blast inflict increased damage across a wider area and weave impacted enemies for a short time. Weave of Life. Damaging weaved enemies with Rending Step, Amplified Attack, Amplified Rend, or Arrow Rend heals you slightly. Wonderful. Cast Strand Push just before an attack hits to inflict weave on the attacking enemy. So it seems like I should get this one before I get any others, if other stuff is also inflicting weave. Hold Y. Tethered Strand inflicts weave on impacted enemies for a short time. While Crouton is controlling an enemy, it deals increased damage. So I'll grab this. And then this. And then that. Wonderful. Two-Toed Tom. Two-Toed Tom was raised by Father Swopes, Jolene's dad. He was starved and abused, and conditioned to associate the sound of a bell with food. His appetite is monstrous and unending. Bucolic Hills. The Prospero countryside slowly transitions into gentle rolling hills that begin to give way to the forest. Much of the property there has been abandoned. It's like everywhere is abandoned. At least with the countryside, it was more because it was all flooded. Although there were some places that Bunny had people evicted out of. What are these things again? Crawfish nests or something? So I think, if I remember right, it was said that after Trey died, Lacey and Bunny had a big falling out. And we don't know how he died. We don't know if Lacey was there or something. But I was thinking, like, it would make sense if Bunny went off on her and had a really, really bad reaction. Because if she went through, like, all the effort of finding him after he was taken, just for him to end up dead anyway, it would probably, like, really mess with her. Hang on. I want to go back. Just to get a better look at the area. So, at least 4 or 5 vortexes.
Look at all that stigma. All right, time to get to work.
Keep forgetting the buttons. Dang. I don't know when Hazel's dad was born. I think he was in his 20s when he died. So that will put him 1970s. So I was wondering, like, how to place these. Because I feel like this one is shortly after Trey was taken.
Y'all are in my way.
I would say I'm getting better, but then I feel like I would just end up jinxing myself.
Nice fishing spot. Real peaceful out here when Hanks ain't trying to get me.
It's probably further this way, so I'll check around to this side. Oh. Not too much going on in here like the last burrow.
The stories you hear about that Maui.
So, of course, we're gonna end up there, right? I wonder if I could toss him across. Oh. If I inch a little bit closer. No. So we found all the magic objects now. So there's 4 more people or animals that we have to help. What's our progression? So we're almost halfway through the story. Okay. Is there any... I don't think there's any reason for me to go over here. Right. Oh, just a big obstacle course to get to the floof. Damn. Just a little bit too low. Okay, now let's get out of here.
Another one of Mama's things. What else did I get wrong about you?
Is that?
No way.
Trey always thought he'd give his wife Bunny's ring. But she refused. Swore I was after the flood money. I'd never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways. We chose something more to my liking together.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought.
That is an ugly ring. It is huge.
Damn it. The road's washed out.
Knowing that a lot of people, like, would want to wear their wedding ring all the time, I couldn't imagine wearing something that big and heavy, I'm sure. Oh, this is treacherous.
Huh? Did the storm crash the boat?
Oh, no. Invisible wall. Keep out sign materials. Abel, here's that list we were talking about. Someone's gotta do something about them burrowers. They've been running more boats aground with their scurrying than usual. Iron nails, important. Iron sheet metal, important. Permanent marker. Hammer, iron, not steel. Nearly caught one. Snatched my tools right off my belt. Damnable critters.
Iron. Right. Maybe I should get myself an iron trinket.
Violators will be barbecued. Oh, because it's barbed wire. Well, so far burrowers haven't really been bothering us. So I don't think we need anything. So we haven't seen anything from Mahalia in a while.
Can't see a stigma knot. It's gotta be here somewhere.
It's a lot of brambles that way. Old Smoky. What if I could throw him inside? If he would just hit the wall. Oh, nice. Fire ants? I can't jump very high. Oh shit. Hope there's nothing else in here. Not too much going on around here. I'm trying to get up top. Oh, nice.
Better grab that. Need all the help I can get.
Abernathy's Lament. Annabelle, we need this sale to go through. Between the weeds waging war on our biggest leaves and the lack of good, reliable folk to lend a helping hand, the tobacco business ain't what it used to be. Here's hoping Bunny Flood don't look too closely at our numbers. Lord, I don't ask for much. Don't let one bad harvest sink our family name. Abernathy.
You don't stay that rich by being kind.
Evidently not. Gotta go quick.
There's Bunny's cottage. Place gives me the creeps.
Bunny's cottage. Bunny's second home in the hills. For some reason, Catfish believes that Hazel will find information pertaining to Hug and Molly and her mother in these walls. Old Smoky. Oops. No idea why I keep getting my left and right mixed up. Oh. They like fighting? Oh, I thought I was doing something. 'Cause it's... Is it? Keeps straightening up every time I approach. I guess those are the burrowers, because they make burrows and such. They're also present in that movie, or that like animation at the very beginning of the game. Or not beginning, when you start up the game, an animation plays every time, just of Crouton meeting with some of the rabbits and bringing a book to Hazel. So I think those are the burrowers. Is this the chicken of the forest kind of mushroom? Okay. Oh my goodness. Exactly like I said.
All right, now to keep going.
I'll do this. And then this one next. Nothing around here. Oh. Burn after reading. J. Gates open. Door still locked. Up to you to find some dirt on that old money-grubbing harpy. H. Just looking at the writing in the background because it definitely doesn't match up with what is actually on the note. But the name on the bottom looks like Jayla? Maybe?
Some kind of break-in. No way that worked out for them.
It is a little annoying that it seems like when I try and grab an enemy, if one of those larvae, like the flying ones, are out, the grab will just lock onto them automatically rather than going for...
Looks like a lot happened at this old place. Time to fill up my bottle.
going for what I'm actually aiming at. Which is really annoying because I'm not expecting it, so then it like messes up what I was trying to do, or I don't get value out of having the larva on me. Another bottle tree.
That's not a good sign.
Just gonna do a quick look around before I tackle any of the stigmas. Peaches? It's a really grown out garden. Is this? Yes, it's Vortex. I wonder if the whole thing about Trey being unwanted And that's why... Oh, hello. Molly was able to steal him. I wonder if it was more like... Not necessarily that he was unwanted, but
Local
that...
honey. Mrs. Pearl swears by it for allergies.
Or that his parents were just too busy to give him the time and attention that he needed at that age. Because we know Bunny is like this crazy businesswoman, like buying up all the property and evicting people. And then presumably his father was one of the brothers that they were like lawyers, right? So that's also a very busy job. So maybe they were so caught up in work all the time that he was just kind of left to the wayside on accident, and that was enough for Molly to take him. Correction requested. Dearest Trudy, the illustrious journalist assigned to Garden Hospitality's latest profile misconstrued a crucial step in the Flood family mead brewing process. It is of utmost importance to simmer, not boil, the honey and water mixture. You must also take care to skim any scum off the surface as you go. I expect a swift correction and reprint forthcoming. Kindest regards, Mrs. Flood.
The entitlement. No surprise there.
Okay, I think that is everything. Just gonna start not at this one, but the one lower, and then work my way around that way.
Here they come.
Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, it's gone.
Now for the pattern.
When his sister got her dress dirty again, Trey tried to rinse her off in the water. I don't believe Hazel's dad meant to do it. He just didn't count on how slippery she'd be. Bunny never forgive him. In a way, Trey lost his sister and his mama that day.
Oh no. Did Mama know about this?
Why is everyone killing their family members? Oh my goodness. I do wish a little bit that there was some direction about what order to do these things in. Because it seems like we were supposed to know that Trey had a sister before seeing that. I mean, all the pieces come together eventually, but I wouldn't mind like knowing the logical way to do all that.
No wonder I never knew about Cherie.
Now we know her name, but Hazel knows her name somehow. I don't know, it's a little... Like, writing-wise, I just wish there was a better through line for these things.
I didn't know Dad had a sister.
Yeah, there you go. She's like, I didn't know he had a sister, but now I know her name. So it's just a little weird. I also wonder, how old was he? Because that's like... He looked kind of big. That's a crazy mistake for a big kid to make. But yeah, it seems like Bunny's letter from way back when was about Trey. She never forgave him, but obviously she still must have cared about him to go and find him. Okay. Excuse me.
Another painful memory.
Even before the accident, Hazel's dad knew Bunny didn't care for him. When his sister got her dress dirty, he was punished for letting it happen. He didn't complain life was unfair. That's just how things was.
Poor Dad. Kids make mistakes sometimes.
Okay, so I was mistaken. He actually looks pretty small, like maybe around 5-ish.
Dream spot for a tea party. Kid Hazel would have loved an invite.
And Mrs. Pearl implied that Bunny never really came to check in on Hazel even after Trey died. So I wonder if she just doesn't feel as attached to Hazel because she's Trey's daughter. And maybe she's even, like, upset just by the fact that Hazel's a girl, too. Because she lost a daughter and then Trey gained a daughter after he was responsible for Cherie dying. I wonder if Bunny wanted a girl more than she did a boy, or if like gender had anything to do with why she didn't seem to prefer Trey. Because my two thoughts are either she wanted a girl more than a boy, or she has some issues with Trey's dad, and maybe Trey just like looks a lot like him or reminds her too much of his dad.
Small enough to fit a baby.
Or he could have been a weird kid, like more high functioning than Benji, but there's no real evidence of that so far. Oh. Ugh, there he goes again. Oh my goodness. Can you get away from me? Oh, okay. I guess when I fall from the nest, it just automatically takes a larva.
Parents always have a favorite, even if they don't admit it. Bunny's favorite was her daughter Cherie, whom she'd hoped to groom into a force surpassing her own one day.
She wasn't watching her either.
Seems like we were supposed to start here and then work our way down. Honestly, that is irresponsible of her to leave a small kid, like, unsupervised with a baby. 'Cause they don't know better. And like, if an accident does happen, there's only so much a little kid can do.
Bunny buried every kid she brought into this world. That's gotta take a toll on you.
Mm-hmm.